Welcome to Behind the Door. No, it's not called Behind the Door. It is called My Door is Wide Open. This is a series by FiNeSiTe to kind of chit chat and yap about the songs that I've been making, and the idea is to kind of just give a good idea of what's happening behind the scenes because I think it's super cool. I really love talking about the tracks that I make. This Little Company track is probably one of the best ones that I've done in recent times. It's almost a year old. Wow, that's awesome. As of making this video. It was just inspired by a bunch of my friends playing Little Company at the same time as me, and then we just decided, I decided I wanted to make a music video out of it. Filmed us doing stupid shenanigans, recorded some like clips, recorded a friend Wei Jie to come in and kind of provide me his vocals to make this whole thing happen, which is awesome. Let's run right down it. So the whole basis of this track is the electric guitar leads, which is like basically I can't play an electric guitar for shit, right? So basically it is the same electric guitar that I used or designed virtually that I've spoken about in previous videos, I believe. It's basically just a vital patch where a bunch of different shapes go into a bunch of different filters and goes into an LFO, and then yeah, it was a whole thing about it that I copied like point for point, and it gives you this bass sound, which is it's just your DI electric, right? But then slap in a guitar rig that kind of like yells it a little more. So basically it's a Fire Seeker patch from Guitar Rig, and that is that's what makes this sound. It's got that sick ass wah, and yeah, for all the electrics, double rock is basically just like another like the stacks that go higher on the second chorus, which is really nice. I like that. This one was a lower, yeah, so low, high, and regular to kind of add 3 layers. Why I do them individually? Because I want to effect them individually. As you can see, there's like a different patch. Not between these two though, because it's high and it's supposed to stack together. Bass, I believe this is yeah, just the Ableton patch. No, you don't always have to design your own sound. In fact, I barely design sometimes because it just gets close enough to what I want, and then I'm like, yes, that sounds amazing. But this is like a counter melody to the main melody that you can hear. Arps. This is something that I'm super proud of. The Boopy Arps. It's basically the ship sound, the thing that goes to do inside the main melody, just recreated. So it's kind of just square waves, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's literally a square wave. I didn't do anything else to it. And then I kind of did some like effects on shifting it like over here in this part. In the bridge, which is not too obvious or apparent, but actually I kind of like the effect that was going on. Ups again, I believe this is. That's so you can hear a little more like variation from the second chorus from the first one. Squeaky ball. Oh, lovely. Lots of random stuff that you can get from like bass Ableton. Or rather, this track was made while I was in corporate, so I didn't have time to design. Yeah, for a track that's kind of dissing corporate and like talking about companies being bullshit and shit like that. Yeah, big fan of talking shit. Anyway, here's that nice little like saw that just kind of translead. So it's something that's used in Noe as well. I think was designed for Noe, rehashed for this side. It just sounds like a very full, thick playing of that same arpeggiation. That's really awesome. Fun fact of Little Company, this track, right, is that I actually did my vocals first. Dead, covered in red. Yeah, and like it's just fled is what I did. I kind of threw in the vocals on my own end first.
Fighting for our quotas pointless.
Forgive the shittiness.
I don't think I've been this desperate.
But basically, I wrote all the lyrics and everything in the way that I wanted it to sound before I pulled Wei Jie on board, because I felt he had the more melodic voice between us. I just had to put like a placeholder first for this to happen, right?
Dead, covered in red.
Yeah, so it's kind of just cleaning up the voice a bit, pulling out the noise, pulling out the S's and the sibilances, and then yeah, and then you get stuff like this.
Fighting for our quotas pointless. I don't think I've been this desperate.
Yeah, just a bunch of fixes that I deemed appropriate. Of course, comping happened as well. I think it's like 3 to 5 takes or something of each line. I took the best. Pets! Hey yo, look at my pets, bro. What's a song about constant dying without an organ? So, of course, I had to add it in, right? It's just sounded perfect to me. Especially in the build-ups. They shine so well in those segments. Writing MIDI is the hell, I tell you, but like, you know, gotta be done. You gotta make it sound exactly the way you want it to. Percussions. Wait, before percussions, what's this? That's my super saws. Of course, OTT. You always need OTT on your super saws. No choice. There you go. Okay, so percussions. Let's go. Bunch of different like randomly chopped up sounds. But basically like they all kind of stack up into this really glorious. I think I was going for like the we will rock you tun tun ta kind of like energy when I was creating the percussions for this track in particular. I was like, what's a good way to call out rock? That's one of them. So all of them together sound like. Honestly, I'm really proud of this one, even though it's quite simple. But like, it just sounds so thick, it sounds so punchy, it sounds so beautiful. Like, it just works, right? Oh, and this thing that I like to do in like game medium in particular is grab sample sounds from the game itself. Yeah, so like bracken noises here. One of the mobs that instant kills you if you don't keep track of it where it is, like where it stalks you. A bunch of other sounds like that's the little like loot bug. Excuse me. Yeah, you would never identify this sound, but it's the thumper. Without all of its effects. Yeah, it's actually just the thumper. But then you kind of chop it up and then like bop, 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 bop. Like fucking hell, like I love doing shit like that. That is like easily identifiable. Coil head was pretty obvious. Baboon hawks. So I just slap the same chain and then I reuse it and for a different sound, and it just sounds so freaking good. Like the effect being delayed over to the context of the song, right? Obviously this was perfect for like the big reverb, like wash, the loud sounds that would be washed out. Like, in the context of the track, it's so good. Yeah, so it really adds those little like effects that just work, and then I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah, they were all kind of split out, and then you have to like individually pick the sounds and be like, this one would sound good there, this one would sound good there, etc. Same thing for the second chorus with all of the individual effects, you know. But yeah, I won't really like delve too deep into that, but that's basically the everything of Lethal Company. The song, it was created and ideated over like 2-3 days, and then everything just kind of fell into place. And I really rarely ever have like tracks like this that just fit so well, you know, together, and I didn't have to spend so much active time thinking of how to make it perfect, because it is perfect the way it comes out. I'm so proud of this one, and honestly, like, I wish I could make songs like this every other day. I'm not like I'm not hyper like inspired to make stuff like this all the time, and though I would like to be, and I'm trying to create a lot more for the channel, for you guys, and also for myself. So that is it for this episode of Behind the Door. No, not Behind the Door again. I said the thing again. My door is wide open. I will do a lot more stuff like this in future when I deem it to be like appropriate. And yeah, thanks so much. FiNeSiTe out. Woohoo!